Welcome back to the Spooky Frog Horrifying Book Podcast. I'm Samantha, and we have a Jeffy.
It's a Jeffy.
It's a Jeffy. And it's been a while since we've actually recorded. So we actually do pre-record these, and a lot has happened since we last were down here in your basement.
Oh, yeah.
So we actually went on a little road trip to the Books and Brews event a couple weekends ago in Indianapolis. So
That was a lot of fun.
yeah, it was a lot of fun. We did a lot of driving.
Yeah.
We drove. That was about a 5-hour drive from Milwaukee. So a long drive, but definitely worth it. Tiffany and all the volunteers from Books of Horror threw an amazing event. I'm wearing my Christopher Triana t-shirt that I got there. Chris Triana is an amazing horror author. He does a ton of extreme horror, which I really, really love. He signed a couple books for me. It was a great event. Got to meet a lot of cool people.
Got to meet a lot of amazing artists.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. There's definitely a few that were there that are going to be at the Spooky Frog Book Fair in a couple of months. But then also a lot of other authors. We got to meet Adam Cesar, who is the author of Clown in a Cornfield, which the movie came out from that just this month, I think.
Yeah.
This month or last month, something like that.
If I have the technical know-how, and I may or may not, I may be putting different
Oh, yeah.
photos
That would be super fun.
of Sam here. But this is a shoestring.
Yeah, so let's do this.
Yeah, this is a shoestring
I go here.
situation. And there might be photos of Sam just popping in with various artists. Otherwise, you can check them out on the Spooky Frog Podcast Facebook page.
Yeah, on the Spooky
Frog.
Frog Facebook page and the Instagram, and at some point I will put them on the TikToks as well, once I figure out how to use the TikToks. So
Yeah. And our dearest adopted Rin came along
Yes.
with us. He took a bunch of great photos.
yes, our digital content creator, Ren. So
That's right.
she's going to be doing a lot of work because I don't know how to use any of these things.
Yeah,
So.
and shout out to Rin for taking the last leg of that drive.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you so much. And road tripping with you guys was fantastic.
Yeah.
And
It's real easy.
here comes an apology for Rin. I'm
So I'm sitting along?
Yeah.
I'm sitting along, yeah.
Throwing her in the back of the car and then having a Tori Amos sing-along
And a Nine Inch Nails sing.
and a Nine Inch Nails sing-along.
We held hands and sang along, and at the top of our lungs, yeah.
I mean, I
Well,
love
you laughed. I did too,
just a little bit.
because I don't cry.
Sam doesn't cry.
I don't. It's
but I'm a
inappropriate,
goth boy,
actually.
so I cry.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
It's inappropriate how I don't cry, and I acknowledge that. So
I could definitely tell that there were feelings. There's a surface feeling there.
I have feelings.
Saw that.
I swear to God, I have feelings.
Yeah. But,
Really-
sometimes it's like a robot staring at you. A little bit. Just a little bit. Just a hair.
No. Okay, sometimes.
Sometimes. Sometimes.
No, but it was a really good trip. We road trip pretty well together. We took the goth van, and it was funny because one of the authors that was there, and one of the friends we made down there too, came up to us and they're like, "Hey, we saw the van on the freeway,"
Yeah.
and so that was pretty fun because what other giant black van that says Gothic on the license plate? Gothic. And then it says gothbars.com on the back. It's very
I
visible.
want to get that thing wrapped so bad.
I know. Well, and I was driving, and I drive a little fast. So,
Yeah, you were moving it.
hey, you know what? I got us there.
We also stopped off and got the local fare
Oh, yeah. That was
sandwich.
fun. That was fun.
That was the pork loin sandwich, or
Yeah, it's like this big breaded pork, and it's way larger than the bun is. So it's like you get this tiny little bun and then this giant piece of breaded pork. So it doesn't make any sense, but that's like their local specialty.
Yeah.
So they're very
we
nice
had a
there.
little Indiana thing.
Yeah.
There was a really cute little town that we were down in.
Yeah, Noblesville.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I wish I could
Noblesville.
remember the name of the diner.
Oh, I don't know. Well, okay, if you're a tiny diner in Noblesville, that was you.
That was you. And you were delicious.
Yeah.
I thank you for your
Yes, and very kind. Very kind.
very sweet.
Yeah. But yeah, so we did that. That was really cool. Talked to a lot of authors. Some of them are going to be at the Spooky Frog Book Fair. Made a lot of good connections. We made some new friends too. So that was really fun.
Yeah, that was pretty exciting.
Yeah, we like making new friends. So,
and we're trying to figure out if we can actually have some of our artists or some of the authors, or a mixture of, come up and we could record something live at the Spooky Frog.
Yeah, that was your idea today. Yeah,
yeah. We're playing with that idea. But again, please understand, these are all just shoestrings that we're figuring out.
This is put together with like spit and fingernails and maybe some duct tape.
Yeah. So this is my cell phone that I have recording this
literally
on the camera.
Yeah.
I got 2 ring lights free from work a little while ago and a couple of cameras we ordered off of Amazon. So one thing that we did to try and make this more achievable is we opened up a Patreon.
Yeah.
So what we're doing right now is we're trying to reach out to the patrons out there that are listening to us, and we have opened some very small tiers. It was like
it's very affordable.
Yeah, it's $400 a year.
Oh yeah, to just
host.
Right, just to host the podcast. Yeah, it's very expensive. Yeah.
Depending on the tier that you're on, and we are basement level, like sub basement level.
Oh yeah, and I purchase a lot of books. I think when I went to Slay the Lake last year, I spent $200 just in books so that I could have content to do this podcast.
Yeah.
I spent more money at Books and Brews. I love supporting my indie authors.
But it's a labor of passion.
Oh yeah. It's not like we're trying to get rich off of this. That's not the point. But if you would like to contribute, we've got some really, really inexpensive tiers. Our first tier is $3 a month, and I think our most expensive tier is what, $12 a month?
$12.
Yeah,
$12, but that comes with stickers and bookmarks, and
right?
Free entry to the book fair.
Yeah, so you can get into the book fair for free. At that tier, I think you also get VIP access, which means that you get to skip the line. So there's a separate VIP line. So if you want to just bypass and not wait in line, you can just go right through, show your Patreon, and you'll be able to get in free and just skip the line. So.
Yeah, and we're going to do a Discord.
Yeah, we're going to do Discord. That'll be fun.
To communicate with other readers and listeners. And,
and they can vote. They can vote.
Books.
You can vote.
So we want to hear from you.
Yeah.
We're always looking to see what you guys have to say about what we're doing. So it's a great opportunity for you to tell us, hey, I found this amazing book and you should really check it out. And if we can get a vote.
Speaking of that, I have a surprise for you.
Oh, I like surprises.
So we do have a listener mail.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Our first listener mail.
So our first listener mail is actually from an author.
Oh, that's
it's so sweet. So Ross Kiley, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. We will butcher everybody's name unless you tell us how to pronounce it. So just FYI there. So we get, hello, Spooky Frog.
Hello.
So my name is Ross Kiley and just started listening to your podcast, which I am very much enjoying. Aww. I heard your call for indie authors to send in books for possible review, so I would like to throw my hat in the ring. My newest book, Nightmare Jungle, was self-published just a few months back and is a more serious horror book about zombies in Vietnam during the war.
Wow.
But the story is told first person and has intervals kind of like Princess Bride, where things happen during current time.
Okay.
But my first book, through Unveiling Nightmares Press, might fit your show better. It's called Stuck to a Monster and is a horror comedy about conjoined twins who run a horror podcast and get attacked by a werewolf. But only one half of them turns while the other brother is stuck along for the ride.
As the more liking creature, I feel that.
Yeah, this sounds amazing. It says it's very much a mix of stuff like Basket Case, Ginger Snaps, with comedy interspersed of the likes of Teen Wolf and Psycho Goreman, which I love Psycho Goreman.
Psycho Goreman is a classic. I don't care how.
Oh, I love Psycho Goreman. I love it.
Yeah.
Instant classic. So thank you so much for writing in. Absolutely. I will respond to your email as soon as I can. Absolutely. We will do one or both of your books as we get to them. So
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really exciting.
Very excited.
Yeah, and please continue to send us mail.
Oh, yeah. And I will embarrass you if you send me hate mail, and I'll read it on air and just ruthlessly make fun of you.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Maybe that'll be a tier on the Patreon.
Oh, yeah.
Just flagging of...
Jeffy and Samantha roast your hate mail?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. I can get down with that.
Dear idiot. All right.
Oh, my gosh.
We have joined here today to speak of book.
Yes. And you'll notice that there's nothing there right now.
Uh-oh. Dun, dun, dun. Where has book gone?
So the reason that there's nothing there is because we're going to discuss an audiobook.
Yes, we are.
And not just any audiobook. We're going to discuss an audiobook that I just finished narrating.
Yes.
So I'm really excited. I really like the book. I really love the author. And while I don't have a physical copy of the book, it's because I had it on my Kindle so I wouldn't be moving pages.
Hey, Jeffy. You should do the thing.
Yeah, do the thing.
Do this thing right here.
Yeah.
Do it right here, though.
Yeah, I did bring... we can pull my laptop. I can put a picture on my laptop. This is really...
This is good.
Peak technology. Peak technology. That is book mail.
Please.
Yeah.
The Patreon.
Yes.
We're holding up our labby toppies.
Yeah. So patreon.com, Spooky Frog Podcast. $3 is the lowest here.
We need a microphone that doesn't make it sound like we're talking to Tim Ferriss.
And we could use a camera. Anyhow, so the book is called Book Mail. It is by Jason R. Davis. All around just awesome guy in general. But also he's really accomplished just in the world of horror anyhow. So he actually was the founder of the Chicago Horror Film Festival. He's been around for a long, long time. And this is actually his first foray into like more extreme type content. So, and I'm really excited. By the time this episode actually airs, I think the audiobook should actually be available on like Audible and wherever other audiobooks are sold.
And I will tell you that the audio in the audiobook is going to sound...
It's much better.
Much better than what we're doing.
It's much better than here. Yes, I promise you. So I spent many, many hours in my coat closet with the furnace turned off, sweating just so that I could have good sound on that.
And I've
with a better
heard
microphone.
Little pieces of this. Can we give away anything?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
There's
no spoilers. Okay.
You know what? Yes.
So, how much do you like bread? Do you like carbs? Who likes carbs? Show of hands.
Who doesn't like
Who
carbs?
likes carbs? How much do you like them, though?
Yeah.
Are you sexually attracted to bread?
I have been to a
breadstick glory hole.
Yeah, an Olive Garden
themed breadstick glory hole.
Yeah,
yes.
We did that. Big shout out to Zach during his karaoke nights.
Yeah.
We had a breadstick glory hole, which is usually the part in the conversation when you're having a conversation with someone where you completely lose them.
You either lose them or that's your litmus test.
No, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Either
Are you on board?
Yeah.
Toot.
Right. Either they're your friend forever or you can just leave.
Yeah.
But no, there's quite a few lines actually that are just phenomenal in this book. Probably one of my favorites though is, and I'm not going to read it the way I read it in the book, but I want to be your bread penis. No. So, it's funny because when I'm narrating in my closet alone, I can do the character voices and I get really into it. And then as soon as anybody is around me, or even if I hear someone in the hallway, I cannot. I'm just done.
Leaning in and you're saying, what are you saying?
I want you to be my bread penis.
You're damn right.
Okay, but no, I meant actually saying that in a creepy demon voice.
Yeah.
So, and I won't do my demon voice here. You're going to have to actually purchase the audiobook in order to hear that. So
that's right.
So definitely do that. But no, the book is great. The audiobook I'm hoping is going to be a really good representation of the book itself because it is a really great story. So, the book itself actually has a really cool origin story. So, do you want to hear it?
Yeah.
Okay. So.
No.
Okay.
Good night, everybody.
Well, I'm leaving. No. So the author had an instance where he had an order for one of his books, and he happened to be traveling to, I think, Peoria or Pekin in Illinois. We're going to do Illinois again. Illinois. And
Illinois.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we say from Wisconsin. Sorry. And he was going to be passing right by an area where the person who ordered the book lives. And he was like, oh, maybe I should just message them and offer to drop it off for them.
Sure.
And that feeling lasted about 15 seconds before he realized, that's really creepy. I'm not going to do that.
Is this misery in reverse?
That does
come to your house.
Yes, it kind of
That's how you down.
And he even said
to you.
He even said, and this is in some of the author's notes in the book, that he would be just as afraid of this person as they would be of him. So he'd want to meet them in like a department store parking lot. And that happens in the book as well. So the premise of the book is that our main character. Go ahead.
The department store parking lot is the first place you think of, not like a coffee shop.
I didn't.
Hey, there's a Starbucks in every corner, but you know what?
In it.
I will see you at JCPenney's.
An abandoned JCPenney's.
Yeah. Right. Or Sears.
Yes.
An abandoned Sears.
Yes.
Which abandoned mall? Yeah. Hold on.
Relevant, yes.
Did you? That's it. You know what?
Shout out to
scarier than coming to my house.
Shout out to
I'd like to meet you at the
abandoned Chuck E. Cheese. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Ruby Tuesdays. Let's meet at the Old Country buffet that's been gutted.
Yeah, that's right. What the heck?
But yeah, so
sorry.
No, please derail me.
Personal take.
Yes. So the premise of the book is that our main character has her favorite author, which is Jacob Skulls. And she is obsessed with this author, so much so that her entire bookstagram that she has, she uses a different platform, is almost entirely just about his books. And she orders his latest release, and he offers to deliver it to her and offers to meet her at, this parking lot.
Sure.
Except it's in the middle of the night. Which, yeah, that seems great. And even she realizes that this seems like a bad idea, but she rationalizes it like he's a famous author. There's no way that this could go wrong.
Well, yeah.
But of course,
you'll do a lot for...
Right.
Yeah. Did we not hunt down...
Oh my gosh. Okay. So I am a ridiculous, unapologetic Nick Cave fanatic. And... what was that? Was that 2023?
I don't know the year.
Okay. So this was a couple years ago. And me and Jeffy went to go see one of his concerts here. And this was the one...
fill-in. I was a last-minute fill-in. Because, Nick Cave, yeah. Some good music.
Oh,
but,
gosh.
It's fine. It's fine.
So, you know what? I said, get in and let's go crying. And you were all for it.
Hey,
yeah.
Sam says adventure, I'm in.
So this was his tour with Colin Greenwood from Radiohead. And we got front row center.
Oh, front row. He was staring at me in a cowboy hat.
This was really ridiculous.
In like a 10-gallon cowboy hat for the entire concert.
He was probably so embarrassed to be in America at that moment.
There was a face like this. And I don't know if you can tell by the camera, but I am a large guy. I'm a big dude. I'm standing there, he is not missing me, right? This is coming at him later in this story.
Well, yes, this comes back around. So what had happened then?
What happened was...
Yeah, so after the show, we're all just standing around in this alley. We had met up with a bunch of our other friends that were also at this show that did not have front row center. And, we get politely asked to move out of the way because they're bringing in the big,
bringing
SUV.
An SUV.
Yeah, it's a white Tahoe. And I think it had Utah plates or Las Vegas plates or something like that.
There was a specific plate.
Yeah.
It was like Montana.
Right. Yeah. Out of state plates. It was very distinctive. Obvious. And it was like a big white, Chevy Tahoe, something like that. Like a very distinctive vehicle. And we're like, oh, yeah, we'll move out of the way. And a bunch of people were over by the door.
Obviously trying to get out.
Right. Yeah. And we're like, we had front row center. We're just fine. We're very pleased with our evening. We'll just go.
Yeah.
So we go. we find out our parking structure is closed.
Well, so it was under construction from one side of it, not the side of it that we parked in. So that we're like spending all of this time like literally climbing over construction.
Oh yeah, it was ridiculous. And of course I'm in like a dress and heels and it's just a disaster. So
cowboy outfit. So like we're like
yeah, he was the alternative and you know
the alternative was not having it.
So we go through all this, we get in the car, we're still like very happy with our evening, we're very excited, and we're driving and he's driving me to my house.
Yep.
And we're going along, we're at a stoplight, and I go, that's Nick Cave in front of us.
Like literally we're pulling out of the parking structure. And that white
it's in front of us. It's in front of us.
By us. And she says,
that's Nick Cave.
Yeah. And I'm like, do we follow it?
Well, he was like, what do you want me to do? Follow it? And I'm like, yeah.
Yeah. So then we
start following it.
And it
starts getting weird.
It starts getting weird because
the cops
think they very much obviously realized
that we were following
them and they were trying to like kind of
lose us. Yeah.
Right. And
I had at least 2 glasses of wine at this point too. So, you know.
I know I'm a madman. So
I was not driving, so I could have the 2 glasses of wine.
I'm following this Tahoe.
Yeah.
And it's bobbing and weaving through a neighborhood. And then the police
start to show up.
Saying, hey, get out of here. Go home. And we don't know what's going on with that.
Oh, yeah.
So we ignore them.
Right.
I ignore them.
As one does.
As one does. Like, yeah.
All of a sudden, then that car pulls over in front of this
hotel down. Where were we?
I don't even remember. But
we were in.
It was one of these. Yeah, it was one of these boutique hotels in Milwaukee. Yeah, yeah.
So,
and we're like, that must.
Over. He gets out. It's Nick Cave.
Yeah, and I'm
jump out of the car because I had promised him. I do a little dabbling of events and DJing here in Milwaukee, and I try to pull.
Oh, he did. You tried to pull all the strings.
I tried to pull all the strings.
All of them, and nothing worked.
To see him.
Yeah, nothing worked.
You know, I leaned on the very tiny bit of clout that I might have, and it failed me.
You tried.
Yeah, I tried real hard, but I promised her that I was going to get this book signed.
Well, so the other piece of this is I've been dragging around this beaten up paperback of his first novel for years, trying to find a moment to get it signed by him, and I haven't been able to. And Jeffy pops out of the car,
and I'm like, hey!
waving the slim, and he goes, hey, Nick. Like he knows the guy.
Like he's an old chum from school.
I'm in the passenger seat just like, oh my God.
So here is this giant cowboy waving that just followed him to his hotel.
Right.
I'm
like
waving
a maniac.
In air.
And at some point I'm literally telling myself, you need to get out of the car. You need to get out of the car. You need to get out of the car. Like, and I finally like shakily get out of the car. And Nick Cave is in front of me and shook my hand. And I know he spoke words at me and I have no idea what he said.
Yeah.
I'm sure I drooled on myself at some point. And I got my book signed.
Yep.
And
I gave him a hearty handshake.
Yes. I think he said like, I hope you enjoyed the show.
Yes.
You know, I'm sure he was not amused with us and he was very, very kind.
His handler was very unamused.
Yes, I'm sure.
He was like, uh-oh, guys are jumping out of cars. This is not ideal.
Yeah, I think they realized that we were pretty harmless pretty quickly. And then on the way home, we literally like called and texted every single person we knew.
Yeah.
And, you know,
Our little inside joke is we met Nick Cave.
Yeah, that's just all we say ever. So I can understand where this main character was like, oh yeah, I'm going to meet this author in the middle of this parking lot in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
So, but
jumped out of a vehicle in the middle of almost an alley.
Oh yeah, I was just like,
Nick Cave.
Yes, yeah, we could have been shot. It was just like we could have been tased.
Great signature.
Oh yeah, it was beautiful. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I'm very happy.
None of this is going to happen. We're just going to look like
have
idiots.
The technology.
Yeah.
We can make a big heart.
Oh.
But yeah, so
no one's amused with us.
No, we're amused with each other, and that's what matters.
Yeah, half this show is just masturbatorial.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it's just us thinking that we're both very funny. So I definitely understand. So when you think that this could never happen, it totally could happen.
I mean, it literally happened.
It literally happened. Yeah. So, and that's what kind of drew me to this too. And it's so funny. So this whole thing came about by just dumb accident and luck, right? So I happened to be friends with Jason Davis on Facebook. He was at my last book fair in February. Great guy.
Great book fair.
Great book fair. Yeah, I loved that one. It was so cool. And a lot of the same people are coming back, but there's a lot of new authors coming too. So there's some really good, cool changes that we're going to have happen too. A lot bigger area too, which is great. And more food, more options. So lots of cool stuff coming. But I just happened to see that Jason put out a post, and I think it was a couple days old by that point too, that he was taking auditions for women specifically, to narrate this book, because the main character and her friend are women. And so he was looking specifically for a female narrator for this book. And it is harder to find female narrators in the horror space, and especially in the more extreme horror spaces. And I had no idea any of this, really. Like, I didn't even think anything of it. I just went, yeah, why not? I literally recorded this on my iPhone. Again, this is all, duct tape and a wing and a prayer at this point. So I didn't really put too much thought into it. I just said, yeah, I'll audition. I had no idea what I was doing. I've never done narration before. It was just a few pages that he had selected. And some of it was the main character who is trying to be an influencer, Lexi. And part of it is reading one of her, it's kind of like a bookstagram or like an Instagram reel where it's very excited and you're trying to very much kind of sell something, except she's talking about books. And so one of the excerpts that I auditioned with was one of those kind of segments of hers that is in the book. And so I just kind of got into her character and just started going like, hey, Flix fam, let's talk about this book. It's the new Jacob Skulls novel. And just kind of got into it and then figured out how to convert it to an MP3. And I had no idea what I was doing. You know me and technology.
Well, what I love about this though, what I love about what you're doing here is that it's somebody that is actually very familiar with this style of book. You've been doing this in your brain for a decade. Like, you've been building these characters in your brain as you've been reading, and now they're just coming out. Well, and you're recording them. And I think that's really going to lend a lot of, I only got a little taste, but
it helps that the characters are really fun. Lexi's character development is so good. You get this impression at the beginning of the book that she's this ditzy, Instagram influencer kind of thing. Again, they call it Flix in the book, but just for the sake of art, explanation, kind of like Instagram influencer or TikTok or something, right? And you get this impression that she's ditzy and dumb and just kind of, not really, smart or strong. And no, she is a badass.
Yeah.
She is fun. Lots of things happen.
Talk about Paris Hilton.
Oh, yeah. Okay, but those cooking gloves. The cooking gloves.
Cooking gloves.
Oh my God. Have you not seen her make lasagna?
No.
Okay. After we do this, we're going to watch her make lasagna.
Okay.
Because there's a video of her making lasagna.
It's an odd twist.
And she wears cooking gloves.
Okay.
Which are not a thing, just so you're aware.
Well, all right.
Yeah, that's the whole point.
I've seen her in front of Congress drop that whole persona and really speak.
Yes.
And wow. All of that was a persona.
Yes.
She was just making that MTV when MTV was a thing, but she was making that MTV money and just taking it home.
Make your money.
You can take it.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
Be a celebrity. Why not? But all of that was an act, and it really came out when she got in front of Congress. And started speaking her mind in.
Well, and it goes to show that
respect.
Just because, especially women kind of get this, just because you are, speaking in a certain way or sound excitable or get very passionate about something, or you're pretty or whatever, doesn't mean that you don't have any substance to you. And that's where Lexi's character is really, really interesting, where there's so much more substance to her, but there's also a lot of rage in there. Oh, there's we get some good feminine rage in here. And that's actually the other interesting part about this book. So part of it part of the inspiration for it was that instance where he had somebody order his book and he thought for like 15 seconds about meeting them. The other was he had a lot of anger after the 2024 election, and he needed somewhere to go with that. And this is kind of his reaction to that and putting that out there, especially with a lot of women's rights things. So this was his reaction to that. And once you actually read it or listen to it, please. I actually recommend you read it and listen to it. That would actually be really fun. You'll see why. And I don't want to blow it for anybody, but Lexi's character does some really cool things. The way it ends is shocking, and I really, really like it. And I get to say some really wild things.
So we have a character, Lexi.
Yeah.
We have the author.
Yes.
Are there any other poignant characters?
Yeah. So there's Lexi's best friend, Amanda. And Amanda's a little bit more soft-spoken, a little bit lower in the voice. She's a little bit shyer, but Lexi's her only friend. So, she's very invested in this. She lives alone. She, kind of is a romance novel type gal, and she goes looking for her missing best friend. So very brave girl. Definitely give her major props for trying to go after her friend. We also have the police that get involved, and they are not very helpful. But for not the reason you'd think. So it's because something is not allowing them to actually see the author or his name. So something gets involved here.
A little trickery.
Oh, yes, a little trickery from an outside entity. So, yes, one named Max.
So that's kind of a key moment inside of the book.
Yes, because you really don't realize. You get a couple hints initially that something else may be going on other than just this author kidnapping women. But you really don't understand that there's something supernatural or demonic going on until the police get involved and strange things starts to happen, and then it just starts to escalate. And that's what's interesting about this book is when I first started talking to Jason about it and reading some of the intro, which talks about how it can get violent, and especially, towards the end, and it can be kind of sexual as well. Very. And we've talked about that a little bit.
Where's the line for smut? Like, if we had a smut-o-meter?
This is not smut. This is...
I know, but like, how close do you get to smut with the sexual overtones?
They're not overtones.
Oh, okay. So we're deep.
Yeah. Yes.
It's deep.
Yes. Yeah. There's one very graphic scene. We'll put it that way.
Okay. Fair.
Yes.
So is this a trigger warning that we should have?
Yes. Yes. Definitely a trigger warning for this book. So this is technically an extreme horror novel. So know that going in. If that is not for you, that is not for you.
And Sam is going to whisper it into your ear.
Yes. Yes, actually, I am.
Not sweet nothings. She's not going to whisper sweet nothings into your ear.
I have to say it was actually really fun to say some of these things.
Yeah.
Which I thought that I was going to actually have trouble.
New kink unlocked.
No, not like that. But I actually thought I was going to have trouble saying some of these things that are very graphic, because there are some scenes that are very, very graphic and, involve blood or get kind of gross and, or very gross. And I thought I was going to have trouble with it, but it was a lot of fun.
I absolutely love that.
Yeah. So yes, trigger warnings because it is an extreme horror novel. This is the first time Jason has gone into that type of novel, which is really interesting. And, he gives fair warnings. It was so sweet. The author's note at the end talks about he was very scared to put this novel out because he felt like it was breaking this sacred trust between him and his readers. And I was like, when I read that in the narration, it just almost choked me up.
Oh.
And like that one, I just read through it like once before I actually did the narration of it. It was a fairly short section. And I was like, oh, like that really got to me because he's just a sweet, sweet person. Definitely check out more of his books because he's got some great ideas, super creative person. He's been involved in horror in film and then also now literature. He's done a lot of short stories. And then now has done more novels more recently too. So he's got Demon Seed, which has been out for a while. That one, someone else, I forget his name, has been working on an audiobook version of that too. And then I think he's going to do a sequel to Bookmail, which I'm hoping he lets me narrate. But if he doesn't, I won't be offended. So, putting that out there. So
I'm really excited for this thing to take off for you.
I am too.
You start doing a couple of more of these.
I would love that.
And it really broadens the adaptability of these books to more people who have time constraints.
Time constraints or visual issues, and as we get older, it's harder for us to read things, or even if they've just got a visual disability. So,
or if you're stuck in a van for the entire month of October.
Yes. Yeah, that too. Yeah, we're going to. Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to that bad boy.
Yeah. So you get to be stuck in the van more than I am stuck in the van. So, we're going to do Cleveland together in October, but we're splitting up for New Orleans.
Yep.
So, we
then Tampa.
You got it. Yeah.
So we may listen to this book multiple occasions.
Oh God, no, I would be so embarrassed. So I'm very self-conscious and I get embarrassed very easily. And
you're going to record us listening to it.
Oh my God.
And just staring at you.
Please no.
In video, just shaking our heads, and we're going to send these to you randomly.
Even
for driving.
I can't even listen, so I have to do, and so this is just kind of behind the scenes of how an audiobook gets made, right? Unless you're a big name in a narrator, you don't have an editor. You are the editor. So I'm sitting there with my laptop doing my own editing with a program called Audacity, and then loading it up into this platform that's run by Amazon, right? And they've got all these very specific levels and things that you have to have.
So you're streaming this directly to Audible.
I believe so. I think that there's other platforms that it can go to, but yes, it's a platform that is hosted by Amazon.
Audible credit.
Yes.
If you've got one that is just, look, if you want to help out Sam,
please do.
And you can't get on the Patreon. Hey, I get it. Times are tough.
Yeah.
Tariffs. Times are tough. I don't know when this is going to release.
Right.
But we're in the moment of tariffs where people are going, oh, maybe that wasn't a great idea. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's a disaster.
So anyway.
Yeah.
But if you have that credit, just
use it.
In there.
Use it.
And you're not going to use it, and you've almost forgot about it.
Yeah.
Crack open that phone.
Oh yeah.
Just click on that little guy.
Yeah. And even if you don't want to listen to the audiobook, definitely buy Bookmail by Jason Davis, because he always has a sale on this one. And this is his most popular book so far.
Sure.
So it is great. It's a great story. It goes balls to the wall bonkers at the end. So my favorite part is the epilogue and the last line of that epilogue. I had so much fun saying that last line.
Yeah.
Because Lexi gets to say it again.
I know a lot of the very fun language that was used in this book. Oh my God, in the group chat. Oh my God. You know what I just said? And I'm not going to spoil any of it.
I love Lexi so much. She is the most fun character to play. And she gets so fun at the end there. And I kind of want to be Lexi in a way. And I think, okay, so when you actually hear this book, when you listen to this book, or when you read this book, women out there or men, tell me if you don't want to be Lexi sometimes. That is a challenge.
Sam, I do feel like you missed an opportunity, though, because even when I called you randomly out of the clear blue to come out and be at a murder.
Oh, it was funny. Okay, so I knew exactly what he was going to say when he said called you out of the blue, and I'm like, oh, he's going to talk about the murder dinner party. We did not murder anyone at the murder dinner. Yeah, we did. Sorry.
We did.
What if I just put this tiny hand on my finger?
Yes. Good.
We're done here. No, we're not done. No.
5 more minutes to ramble on.
Yes. No. I just can't have a tiny hand anywhere near me and not play with it.
I know. That's why I said tiny hand, no clip.
Yeah. Okay.
You got to keep a coin there. Tiny hand, you need correct.
We try and keep track of where we are with various objects on paper, and I used a tiny hand, and that was a mistake.
Yeah, it's almost a board game over here.
It is. It really is.
No, what I was going to say is when we were at this, it was a murder mystery dinner party.
Yes.
And I will tell you, there were some people that were leaning into the characters a little bit.
Yeah.
I was just there to have a couple drinks.
He called me, and I was driving home from work at the time, and I think I was living in River West, and I'm on the freeway, and I pick up this call, and this is before Bluetooth, so I literally picked up the phone. And he goes, "Hey, what are you doing in 2 hours, and do you have a prom dress?" And I'm like, I don't know. And I think I can find something.
Well, if you get that question,
you say yes.
You say yes.
You say yes. Which is, again, this is not hard to believe that Lexi came to go meet some guy in the middle of a party. Come on.
Yeah.
Either that or I'm just really dumb.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is just a me issue or...
No. Ray, if somebody asks you if you're a god, you say yes. Like, just go with it. You got it. Those are the turns in life that really take you down new avenues.
And that's actually the funny part is, and that was kind of what I was going to get to about how this happened in the first place, is just saying yes and not thinking about it. So I did that audition. Jason said, "Hey, you got it.
Cool.
You brought Lexi to life." And I just said yes without thinking about it.
Yeah.
And that's how Spooky Frog came about, because I went, okay, yeah, let me do this without thinking about it. And you just have to sometimes just say yes without thinking about it. Because if you think about it too long, you won't do it.
Yep.
And so once you already say yes and you commit, you just end up starting to do it, and you never know how far it's going to take you and how ridiculously fun things can get.
Exactly. And that's exactly, I mean, we've now come full circle.
Yeah.
And I guess we'll close this out by saying the way that we have started this, we just put one foot in front of the other.
Yeah.
I said I have a cell phone.
Baby
I
steps.
can order some of these
Baby
microphones.
steps. Yeah.
We'll see if people are interested.
Yeah.
And
if not, we're having fun conversations with each other, which we do anyways.
Yes. We're doing this anyway.
We're
We got
ridiculous.
microphone.
Right. Right. Which is dangerous. Why did anybody let us do this?
Yeah. They should really.
Nobody should have let it. Yeah. This should be illegal.
Yeah. So here we are, and we're doing it.
We're doing it.
And we're hoping that if there's enough people out there that feel strongly enough that, hey, this is something that really adds value to my life. Even if we can reach you, 45 minutes once a week to just tell you what we're reading, what we're getting into.
Yeah.
We would love to hear from you. We would love it if you'd be able to support us, to get us the equipment that we could do this a little bit better. I know the production value is shoddy right now.
Yeah. This is awful.
Yeah. So
we appreciate you being here. So, but send us an email with your recommendations. Join the Patreon if you can. We would really appreciate it. If you can't, we still love you. Check out also the Ross Kiley, the author, and check out his book, Nightmare Jungle. Hopefully we will get to one or both of his books on the podcast at some point.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
Yeah.
Thanks again. Keep those emails coming. We're probably going to figure out a good cadence.
Yeah, we'll figure out how we're going to do that.
We're going to start doing these mails and where we're going to put this stuff. But right now,
I just wanted to surprise you.
I know. It was very sweet. We want to continue to get some better formatting and figure this out, and we'd love your feedback.
Yeah, absolutely. And some friends have given us some good feedback already. Thanks for hanging out with us. Check out Jason R. Davis.
What's our next book?
Okay, so our next book, I think I'm going to do Atomic Love by Jesse Rose, who we know because they were on TV with us.
Yeah.
And that one is a girl falls in love with a rock star in the 80s and everything goes wrong.
I love it. I love the 80s stuff. And
exactly.
The last thing I'll leave you with is we have been talking about how much we love sharing this, but how hard it is to not just really get into the spoilers.
Oh, yeah.
So I guess write us, tell us do you want time for us to have a spoilering episode where we really dive into the details of the book?
Yeah. Do you want us to have a separate episode for our patrons?
Yeah.
That we will spoil it for you and talk about all the gory details. I would love to do that with book mail in particular.
Yeah.
Because it's so much fun.
Yeah. And that gives you an opportunity. We're going to tell you today where we're going to read the next episode.
Yeah.
It gives you 1 week. But you get to kind of read it along with us. It becomes almost kind of a book club.
Yes.
And I love that aspect of it.
Club?
Yeah. We want you to be our co-librarian and in our book club and enjoying the same things that we're enjoying on our end.
Yeah. We love you. Yeah.
So that wraps it up for us.
Yeah. Thanks for listening.
All right. Bye.
Bye.